Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the Truth Seeker channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome. I hope you guys get to see this. I hope maybe somebody comes in and joins. I've been doing StreamYard, been learning in a lot of it. So please make sure when you come in, you hit the subscribe button. I had to bust out one of these coffee cups. I left my other one um, at work, and that one was stainless steel, and this one was plastic, and it sucks. It's not very good. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I want you guys. What is this? Huh. Officer involved in a shooting near a college.
How fantastic this pet grooming kit is. Now check it out. I'm going to trim her tail like freaking butter. The remarkable feature is the ability that it trims while the vacuum is working, so it sucks up all the air and it makes cleaning like a freaking breeze. As you can tell, she recently got a haircut at the groomers, but her tail was just a little bushy for me, so I just trimmed it up, and I can't believe how easy.
That worked. I can't believe that works. Look at this. This is 1 hour ago.
College of Florida in Sarasota for an officer involved shooting. You can see that a lot of attention being paid to this partially submerged vehicle. And again, according to Sarasota police, the public is not in danger and the subject is
I'd hope not.
At large. We're still sorting through the details as to what transpired this morning, but they say that the shooting investigation
welcome to the Truth Seeker. Hi.
College of Florida
We got one person.
X this morning about the shooting. They say it was about roughly 1 mile from the school campus. School officials say that there is no threat to campus. University Boulevard.
Hi, Spitfire.
Road drivers.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Hi, babes. So this is
officers still focused in on this. We're still trying to
I feel like I'm getting sick because Ohio has had Ohio has had some crazy weather. Like 1 minute it's super nice, and then the next minute it's super cold. I'm good. How are you, honey? I'm hanging in there. I originally was going to show you guys the Chad. Was his name Chad or no? The guy that shot and killed his 3 little boys. He's trying to pull some stunt right now in court, saying that his rights were. He asked for a lawyer, but when they showed the interview, it was kind of like the guy, like he would kind of like stumbled around about asking for a lawyer. So the detective was like, well, who do you want me to call? And now he's trying to say that the interview should have been ended right then and there. And I just was listening to who was it? My husband that might have said it. It might have been Dolly that said it. Dolly said something like, I'm trying to remember what he said about the officers holding back and told one of them to shut up or something. It's just crazy that he's trying to say that he asked for a lawyer. They showed a little bit. It is Chad. Okay, cool. Iowa has too. I've been fighting that fire for a week. Oh no, that's crazy. Fires. My cousin Jessica, very popular, was always popular in high school. We went to school together, and she lived out in Tahoe. One and her husband at the time was a firefighter, And I remember when Tahoe, California had all those wildfires. She had her twin boys and she had to evacuate. Her husband had to stay there and try to get the fires. So it was, as she said, it was very stressful and very scary. So I can't imagine having to go through fires. Ours is just weather change. It's like 1 minute it's cold, the next it's hot, and then the people I work with are from India, so I hate it. I love them to death, and I have to keep reminding myself they're from India. They like it hot. They like it to be super humid, and I can't breathe in there. I can't breathe when I'm working at that stupid gas station. I hate it. But yesterday they had the heat cranked up to 75. Now, this article, I was going to do my makeup. This is from WFLA.
Small body of water off the roadway. At some point this morning,
So an officer was involved in a shooting, and
the side of the road.
let's see if I can
And
get
this
this.
investigation will likely take some time, and drivers who normally use US 41 to Old Bradenton Road probably
How in the world did it get in there?
detours around the area. Full details on WFLA.com. We have more
I love
on
JB.
11 a.m. newscast.
JB is really good. I like JB.
Tonight. And our evening newscast on WFLA News Channel 8, your NBC station.
So we'll go back to this Chad guy. I can't
Marie,
stand
first of
him.
all, the defense is trying to say that this confession needs to be suppressed.
Right. This is what I was talking about.
Because he was not read his proper rights and he wanted a lawyer. Legally, is that a possibility in this case? It's legally a possibility in this case, but this is really
How?
because at the end of the day, confession or not, his wife witnessed this execution, this family annihilation. She witnessed this filicide. So even if under the law, Judge Ashley, you're absolutely right. The Constitution says there's pretrial hearings to deal with evidence that should or should not go in. Did he voluntarily make the confession? Was he coerced?
I do have to say, I know big storms are coming tomorrow. Oh God, my brother's a firefighter. That is awesome. I bet it's a great job to have. Like my cousin's husband said, he loved it, but it was hard work. And I used to remember a few years back, I used to watch that show with the loggers where they would go out and cut the trees down, and I was like, I always wanted to cut a tree down. But they got some hard ass work. So firefighters, police departments, I would say any local go fishermen's, firefighters, EMS, school teachers, and nurses and doctors. They all have the toughest and roughest jobs out there. To me, those are like the main, jobs that are more not would want to work but get paid really good money to work at those. So this guy wants his confession thrown out. Can you imagine? Oh my, I can't even imagine what the wife is going through.
But I can assume the state feels like we have a confession, we're using it because that's one more thing against him. Dr. John Delatorre, tell us what it means to you that he did confess.
I got this cup for my teacup,
used in court. Some of his behaviors, like
but
saying he's just super hot.
I left my coffee cup at work.
Did these behaviors say anything to you? They say it.
I do love the new owners. Her real name is Jill, but the way she writes it, it comes out Joe. And I have to keep reminding myself it's not Joe, it's Jill, but it's spelled in an American way, Joe. And I'm just like, wow. And then there's Sunny. And I always want to call them Sunny and Cher. And I really, really would like to know what the hell when they're fighting, what they're saying in their language, but they speak it so damn fast. I don't even know if a translator would be able to pull it up because I need a good translating app out there. My ex had to do that one of the jobs that we did, and no one would cut them down. Yeah, no. But I do love that show, The Loggers. Remember the guy with the Dickie shorts? What is his name? Paul, Wally, Willie. Willie. I loved watching him. And his little Dickie shorts, he was going around firing. He's so funny. He was hilarious. He was the best person on that show besides the two old men, Gary and the other one. I can't remember. One of the brothers died, and they used to catch a lot of frogs. I love good shows like that. But this guy makes me so mad. This was 19 hours ago. Shout out to Court TV. I'm not monetized, so I should be okay. Look, this is just. How do these cats not want to beat the fuck out of him? Hi, welcome. Thank you, Brady. Brady.
I think he wants the confessioning because I think he wants people to know that he did. I think this is probably more of a defense strategy that his lawyers are telling him.
Who's going to watch this? Is this in Ohio?
So one more question for you. As a forensic psychologist, why is it that sometimes people commit a heinous crime like this one allegedly shot down his three boys in the front yard, which we know he did do, but he's presumed innocent? Why is it someone might do something
what I would
like
love to do? I would love to go out to New Hampshire. Is it New Hampshire or Massachusetts? Where is it? I would like to go searching for Harmony. I wish I had the money to travel. I would love to just be out on the road and just searching for missing loved ones. When I get them up here in Toledo, I do try to look, and we found the missing boy, which happened to be my husband's family. When I worked at the gas station, we had this little redheaded missing boy. He was actually a runaway, and my boss tore down his flyer and said, "He's just a runaway kid. He doesn't matter." And I was like, "What?" I was like, and then I found out who the kid was, and I was like, I told the family about it, and they went in and gave Lisa a big ass. They chewed her out. Thank God.
Want to be heard? Are they proud?
Do we know what Massachusetts? Hi, honey.
Sometimes they're proud. Sometimes
we have a missing man here, Nathan Lane, missing since January.
Sometimes.
Oh my God! Really? I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna look him up in just a moment. Look how cute these little boys are. If this is in Ohio, I could possibly go. Are they gonna have people? I would love if Dolly came to Ohio. Him and PJ.
I think they want something else.
I would love to meet PJ and Dolly.
For whatever reason is going on in his head, and again, that would take an actual psychological evaluation to determine what he was thinking when he was committing this crime. But I think ultimately he wanted to be punished for something, but he didn't. He couldn't just do something to hurt himself. He needed to do something that would, I guess, ostracize him from the rest of the community for the rest of his life.
So sad.
Unfortunately, three children had to suffer because this man couldn't do what he wanted to do.
And this guy wants his confession out. I don't understand that. I don't understand how. I had to take my nails off. My real nails are growing, but I broke them already. I'm so mad. So my thumb is somewhat kind of long. I had to take my nails off because this one's got a boo-boo on it, and I don't want it to get infected. And I'm so worried. I woke up in the middle of the night, and my husband, it was hurting. I said, my finger is hurting. And he's like, this was late, early in the morning. And he says, it was late. It was probably like 2 something. And then I woke up at 4 to go to the bathroom. Because I have sleep apnea. And most of my time happens at nighttime. So I usually, I have solved kind of solved the restless leg syndrome that I have. My legs, I just can't. When I get to sleep, I can't. Usually, when I get to sleep, I can stay asleep if I don't have a nighttime cigarette, which I haven't been doing. So I don't have a nighttime cigarette, which has kept me um from not waking up so much. But I woke up because my finger was hurting, and he put some medicine on it so it wouldn't get infected. Oh, that looks pretty damn good. I think I burnt. I think I burnt myself with the drill. What do you guys think? You think it's gonna be okay? Do I need to flip the fuck out? This is why I quit practicing for a while. I said I'm gonna wait. Don't even before 48 hours, something like that. Yeah. That story broke my heart too, Spitfire. They have the video of his last sitting in the truck stop. I can't believe that. Yeah. So I don't know, or it could have been when I caught my nail at work, because like I have to stock beer coolers, so I'm not like, so it broke the nail too. This nail was long, and then I broke it. But I'm not gonna get discouraged. I just told the hubby's like, thank God. He's like, I'm gonna practice with my nails for a while. So he is so happy because of the smell. I don't think the polygels stink. I think it's the rubbing alcohol that stinks the most because that's basically what their slip solution is their look how he shaped it to my finger. Like he's such a sweet guy. I love him to death. But that's how he packaged it up, made it so it wouldn't fall off. Keep an eye on it. Yeah, I know. I have to keep an eye on that. And I have to keep an eye on this eye. My left eye. My left eye has a weak spot in it, from what the eye doctor said.
Questions for both of you. I'm going to start with you, John, and then I'm going to go to you, Marie. And
this article that Court TV posted was parents who murder their children. But how many?
Right now, the jury's out deliberating about whether or not he murdered his own daughter, Harmony Montgomery, in which he allegedly beat her to death. How would you distinguish?
Look at this. Here's two horrible men.
These two defendants, Dr. Delatorre.
Yeah, I do think they are different. I think when it comes to Adam Montgomery, we see a man.
I'm so glad you girls stopped by. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You girls made my day because I'm in practicing with StreamYard and doing all that fun stuff. So I know why so many kids. I totally agree. Me too. I have asked myself that too. Especially, I don't know where everybody's at, but I'm here in Ohio. And it's like every day we have somebody missing. And I've noticed in Dolly said they have a lot of missing kids and a lot of runaways where he's at. So you got states across Iowa. Yeah, Iowa. I wonder how much it would be to travel. I would go watch this guy suffer.
Such great insight given your expertise. Marie, though, I know you also have great expertise.
Is it Idaho?
And I know that you have thoughts about the distinction, if any, between.
Doesn't Idaho have the death penalty? No. Who? Fire Squad. One of the cities or states brought back the fire squad. I think it's Iowa. Is it Spitfire? Is it Iowa or is it Idaho? Yes. Okay, Spitfire. Yes. So it would be, because they said something about people who are on the death penalty. There's low of that euthanization stuff. Yeah, they don't have a lot of that, so they brought back Fire Squad, and I guess one of the guns has it, and one of the guns has a bullet. I don't know. I just think this guy should pay for what he did. Idaho. Okay. So I wonder if Brian Kohlberger is going to have to get the fire squad, because I know they were running low on. There was something to do with the medication, the drug that they insert.
Because at the end of the day, Adam could
If they
say,
lived in the
I was
back
a
in the
drug
day,
addict,
they always
okay?
did eye for
But
an
here's the
eye,
issue. I think
tooth
from
for a
what I
tooth.
know about the case a little bit, he had issues with his wife. And he felt like, you know what, he wanted to maybe
This guy, I
reconcile.
cannot
She
believe they
wouldn't.
were so
And he
calm
really was
getting
targeting
him.
his wife to hurt her. Because he had a stepdaughter there, which was present during that crime, and the stepdaughter was not harmed. So he wanted
Thank
maybe
God
to
the
take out
stepdaughter and the
something
mom.
from her because he equated the marriage with the kids, and if that wasn't going to happen, I'm going to make your life miserable and take my seeds from you. That's what I think so far.
Ooh, she hit right on.
We have to hear, you know,
Ooh, they were fighting. That's probably why he did it. He didn't want her to have the kids, his boys. He got. I totally agree with her in what she just said. That he didn't want her to have. So sad, but thank God we do have her and the stepdaughter. 3 kids and telling them he's not going to hurt anyone. Right, I know. I hear the surge companies are refusing to sell it to states the drugs they needed. Yes, that's right. Yeah. I just can't believe that. Like, I just can't believe the cops didn't want to beat the shit out of him. And they held their composure and they did it. And this lady hit it right on the spot.
But I think that's part of it. He did it to hurt his wife. That's why he did it. He wasn't on drugs. He's not crazy. What the defense needs to be doing, they need to be focusing on maybe an acute psychotic defense instead of trying to hold back a confession. Because confession or not, I believe they're going to prove beyond a reasonable doubt he murders those little boys. Yeah, he did that. Yeah, I think you're right. I absolutely think they have
I definitely think they got the evidence, and they got.
I have one more question because my producer made a great point. Now compare these two defendants we've just been speaking about to Lori Vallow Daybell, who's now been convicted of murdering.
She's another one.
There's a lot of more delusional aspects to Lori Vallow Daybell. There's a whole lot more that's
We got Chad Dorman, Adam Montgomery, and the Lori Vallow. They've all have killed
other cases, and again, there's not
their
one size
kids,
fits all
and I
when it
don't
comes to
understand why.
understanding why a parent would kill a child. There's so many other circumstances, and each case needs to be looked at individually.
Yeah, definitely, totally agree. Okay, so another thing I did talk about yesterday was the 16-year-old kid that was attacked in the bathroom. Nothing. I haven't seen anything about that. I do know we're waiting to see what the autopsy says. But what do you girls think? Do you think they should be held accountable? I couldn't imagine hurting kids like that, no matter how mad they made me. I know, and it sucks because a lot of us, the ones that can't have kids, we see this happening every day, and we're like, what the hell can we do? Like, why is this happening? Like, sometimes it kills me just to watch some of these because they can do that. Like, how could you hurt something so innocent and pure? Pure innocence. What gets me the most is about the next Benedict. Texas has had a lot of stuff happening too. Like, Texas has been in the news a lot lately, and it's different parts of Texas. Yeah, that one breaks my heart. It's going to be hard for me to watch that one. I did do some of a Harmony case. I did do some of Harmony, but it was hard, especially to watch it on Dolly's when Dolly did all the locations. Um, that was hard. I can't imagine sitting in that jury and being a jury and seeing that. But I did want to show you guys the 16-year-old. Oh, 19 minutes ago, they got an update. How.
This is Next Benedict, a non-binary teen.
I don't know who this is, but let's see.
February 7th,
Hi, everybody.
as a result. 3 older girls allegedly attacked the 16-year-old in the girls' bathroom at a public school in Oklahoma, sparking national outrage about the state's laws and dangerous rhetoric targeting transgender students. While a teacher did intervene to stop the fight, school staff didn't call an ambulance. Despite Nex having bruised face and scratches on their head, Sue Benedict, Nex's grandmother and legal guardian, took them to the hospital that day and again the next day after they collapsed at home. Nex died that evening due to complications from brain trauma, according to her best friend. Sue told The Independent that Nex had been a victim of bullying since the beginning of the 2023 school year, just a few months after Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt signed a bill prohibiting trans students from using public school bathrooms that match their gender identity. Nex, whose roots can be traced to the Choctaw Nation, grew up in a supportive home environment that encouraged open conversations about gender. The bullying came from the outside. LGBTQIA+ groups have called Nex's death the hate crime, with some connecting it to the hateful rhetoric spewed by leaders in our state and the far-right social media account Libs of TikTok. Online influencer China.
Yeah, I still say it was head trauma too, Spitfire. I totally agree. I do believe
one of Nex's favorite teachers at their school resigned after they.
I do believe. I don't know who this person is. I thought this was an actual article. I don't know how I got up on pulled this up. This when I typed in Next Benedict, this popped up and it said 19 minutes ago. But I do think they should be held accountable. I think the kids should be held accountable. Don't you guys think? And I think she had a concussion. Can't you die of a concussion? Like I was reading my ibuprofen bottle here, and if she was on any pain medications from her head injury, I wonder if that played a role in anything. But I know that it says do not lie down after 10 minutes of eating. Come on. Come on. Come on. Meow meow. Hello, Mr. Talker. Hello. Meow meow. Come here. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm going to let this play for a minute. Come here.
NBC investigation found that Rachek's anti-LGBT
Hi, what you been doing?
linked 33 threats made towards schools, libraries, hospitals, and businesses across 16 states. Hate towards LGBTQIA+ people has sharply risen in the last few years, along with GOP-led attacks on the community's rights. Since 2021, nearly 800 anti-trans bills have been introduced across the U.S., making trans people the center of discussions about healthcare, education, and sports. It's no coincidence that the FBI released annual crime report for 2022.
You got that stuff in your eyes again. Let me get it. You got stuff in your eyes again.
33% increase from the year before in attacks based on gender identity.
That's midnight, y'all.
Percent increase in attacks based on sexual orientation. And those numbers were even more jarring.
This is really sad, though.
Campaign found that for 2023,
I honestly do think they should be punished regardless. Cabrera says, regardless, why wouldn't they be punished for doing that in general? Exactly. They tell you to keep them awake after a head trauma. Yeah. And this was a day after. I've been fighting with Midnight's eyes. He's been getting this cold because he does go outside to the bathroom and stuff. He's an indoor-outdoor cat. Meow. Yeah, I'm talking about you, baby. I'm talking about you.
Tonight, police in Oklahoma.
Oh, this is something different.
Marcus is a connoisseur of.
This happened in Oshawa. This happened in Oshawa. Is that in Michigan?
Tonight, we have new school security footage and 911 call audio from Wausau police. We want to warn you that some of this may be hard to hear. I'm also diving into new search warrant documents, and we're looking ahead at 24 vigils planned across the continent over the coming days. Those stories are ahead, but first to that new security video. Owasso police releasing a lot of footage, including video from outside.
I thought Owasso was in Michigan.
Fight involving student Nex Benedict, and footage of a school resource officer escorting Nex from the school nurse's office to the principal's office, and then leaving school with a guardian. Also released audio of the 911 call from Sue Benedict, the mother, the day after the fight.
That's so sad.
Nex had to be taken to the hospital.
I'm down from the fire station. I need to get someone, an ambulance here quick, please. Okay, what's my daughter? I don't know what's going wrong. She's posturing, and her hamstring. She's 16. Okay. She fell at school, or she got beat up at school yesterday. I took her to
Hold on, guys. Oh, shit.
And Officer Thompson was there. I need someone to get a hold of him. He needs to get here quick.
More body
Give me 1
camera
second,
footage
guys. I go to
showing
the
a
cat
school
and get his
resource
food.
officer responding to Bailey Medical Center on the 7th. That's the day of the fight. You can see Nex in a hospital bed with an adult also in the room. Here's a snippet of Nex talking with the resource officer.
Before this ice skate thing, we never saw each other the freshman or sophomore. Okay. We didn't know it. Okay. I don't know their names. I don't know.
Okay. So they just up and decided to just start messing with you. There was
Yeah, it's just the way that we dress.
Aw.
This video came into our newsroom just minutes ago, and we are still looking through the footage right now. Join me at 6 for a deeper look at the police video that's been released, or you can watch it online right now at
I'm
KTRH.com.
hot.
Now, on top of that new video, we have new information
It might
tonight
be-
on the initial
It might be getting
investigation
kind of nice
into the fight
outside.
at Owasso High School.
So,
Tonight, we're taking a
Wassa,
look
I'm
at the
pretty
search
sure
warrant that police filed earlier this month in
this
order
is
to
in Michigan.
investigate. The warrant covered Owasso
Where's
West campus,
Owasso?
allowing police to enter the school and search all areas for evidence of the fight. They seized 137
Try to see where
photos of
Owasso is. I'll be right back, guys. I got a call from my aunt that was just given 6 months and didn't talk. Need to check on. Oh, yes, Spitfire. Go, please check on her. I completely understand.
February 7th, Owasso police were called to Bailey Medical Center's ER, where they talked with students.
Oh, it's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay.
She did not want to file charges at the time, but asked the officer to talk with the school regarding the issues between students. The next afternoon, Nex's mother called 911. The records indicate she described her child as hands curling, eyes rolling back, and shallow breathing. She told him about the fight and Nex hitting their head on the bathroom floor. 911 operators asked if she needed to begin CPR, but the mother declined. When Owasso medics arrived, they started CPR and rushed Nex to St. Francis in Tulsa, where doctors later pronounced Nex dead. Now, an important note with this warrant, Owasso police say the investigation into the fight is separate from the investigation into Nex's death.
I got fur on my face, I feel like.
Preliminary autopsy findings show that Nex did not die from trauma. It remains to be seen what caused the student's death. And
What caused her death?
Medical examiner. We are keeping a close eye on the case, and we will let you know as soon as new information comes to light.
Wait.
So far, 23 vigils are planned across the country to honor and remember. Still waiting for results from the state medical.
She said what?
Note with this warrant, Owasso police say the investigation into the fight is separate from the investigation into Nex's death. For now, we told you this week preliminary autopsy findings show that Nex did not die from trauma. It remains to be seen what.
Well, then how did she die?
And we are still waiting for results from the state medical examiner. We are keeping
I hope she's okay, sweetheart. That's so sad. My stepmom, we had to go through that with my stepmom when she was only given 2 weeks left to live. She would have lived probably a little bit longer if it wasn't for my wicked half stepsister. Because I'm only close to one of my stepsisters.
See, it is big enough. There's plenty of room for it to be a public vigil, and participants are encouraged, they say, to bring their candles as well as flags. Sanj Cooper is a licensed therapist and president of Talent Equality, a nonprofit promoting equal rights. Cooper identifies as non-binary and feels for Nex Benedict's family, having experienced a tough upbringing. It's why she's one of dozens across the world organizing a public vigil. Cooper says they hear about cases like this too much.
I've seen on my caseload's face. and it's 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day sometimes that you see this. So
I got a cut here
first it was
too.
personal because me being non-binary part of the community, and then I seen how much it affected everyone else.
Cooper says Cherokee Marshals will be assisting Tahlequah
If she didn't
for
die,
safety
how?
purposes at the vigil.
If she didn't die
She
from
says
trauma,
all
where
the
did she die from?
in the community will
How
guide
did she
how
die?
the vigil goes for roughly an hour. So if you do
I don't
plan on
believe
coming
that. I
to
believe
here
they're trying to
at
cover their
Tahlequah,
asses.
starts at 7 o'clock in the evening, and again, it's here at Norris Park. Tahlequah, Justin Air, 2 News, Oklahoma.
For a full list,
That's crazy. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the kids in the school should be held responsible? I do. I think the kids that did that, last night me and mom were talking about the Gabby Petito case and how my mom was like, they need to charge them. And I'm like, Mom, they didn't do it, but they covered it up. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, yeah, they helped their son cover it up, and we couldn't figure out. The Laundries are getting charged with wrongful death. But wasn't there another charge that has to do with them making a statement that they already knew? What is that charge called? Me and my mom could not believe that. We couldn't remember. God, that hurts. The charge. I know it's wrongful death, but what's the other one? There was another one. I can't remember what it's called. There's an actual term for it, and I just don't remember this finger, so I'm going to put a band-aid on. But my husband made my band-aid. And now I'm not going to be able to make one perfect like his. So that is what I have. I can't wait for this nail to heal so I can. I think the first thing I want to try when I do my nails again is I have some monomer left, and I really want to try my other acrylic kit that I have. I've only played with it once or twice. I did get some different types of tips, but I'm just not. Stuff and how they're going to act when they're adults. Exactly. Now, my nieces, we didn't like have that type of problem. We weren't bad. I mean, like even my nieces, like they know when I mean business. They know when I say Caitlin or when I say Olivia. She knows she's in deep shit. But it's just my nieces never cussed either. Like my niece Katie, she would always be like, "Hey, Aunt Jackie, can I say a bad word?" And I'd be like, "It depends on what the bad word is." And like they don't act like this. Like these kids now that I see on a daily basis where I live at now in the city that I live in, it's the ghetto, it's the hood. But I see bad kids, and then I see good kids, and then I see kids that are taught with really good manners. They'll come in and say please and thank you, hi. Um, and then I see a lot of kids smoking vapes, trying to buy cigarettes. Um, One of my coworkers was just saying how pissed he was because our boss, the Indian guy, Sonny, decided he was going to raise single condoms to $1.60. Now, we already have enough kids that have hard enough getting $1 to have sex to have a condom because they want to be safe. and he raised the price. It used to be $117 General March, which charged a tax, so it'd come out to be $125 for a condom. Now you raised it to $160, and it's like these kids want to have sex, but then they can't keep cautious because they don't want to go to their parents, so they go into the gas station. I had one of my coworkers was like, "Are you gonna sell a kid a condom if they came in?" And I was like, "I don't know about that answer. I don't think 13-year-old boys should be having sex. I just don't. I just can't believe it. Kids start so young, and it's like it's crazy. So nothing's happening with the next Bennigan. They're gonna end up covering that up, and I have a funny feeling they're gonna cover that up. Because they're saying I just pulled up this article, so let me see what it says here. 16-year-old student died one day after an altercation with classmates in a school bathroom in Oklahoma, renewing the security over the state's strict gender policies. Candlelight service in Oklahoma City for next Benedict is on Saturday night. Saturday. Then it gives this guy's name. The death of the 16-year-old non-binary student after an altercation in a high school girls' bathroom. Oklahoma has drawn national attention and outrage from gay and transgender rights groups that say students that have been bullied because of their gender identity. Next, Bendiget, who often used the pronouns as they, them, told relatives that they did not see themselves as strictly as male or female. Okay, so I'm trying to understand that. Have changed over the years. Yes, totally agree with you on that one. K Braz, totally. That's just crazy that I just don't understand this all the way with the pronouns, and I don't think I'll be able to understand all of it. I mean, I have gay friends, but I don't have. I'm not familiar with any of but I do think it's weird, but people can adjust, people can change, people can adapt. Although you have some people that don't want to adapt, and maybe that's why she was bullied for that, and I just feel so bad because kids being bullied nowadays, like they thought school uniforms would cut that out, but it don't. Um, Kids will just bully kids for something else, right? Instead of uniforms of what they wear, now it's their hair, their style, if they're, what, race they are. Everybody's bullied for something. And I just feel like I had a hard time in high school. And, well, not really. High school was iffy my freshman and sophomore year, but my junior high was just horrible. But this girl was bullied. Um, Early February, one day after the altercation of three girls at the Oshawa High School, um, caused next death were unclear, but police interview released a video. Um, next said they had blacked out while being beaten on the bathroom floor. So that makes me want to say she had some kind of concussion, some kind of brain injury that would have caused her death. But they're saying no. I'm saying something happened. I think it was. I really do. I think it had something to do with her death. I really do think had something to do with her death. I do want to just check something really quick. Um, Paul Ferguson, he's being from tortured the brother case. That was sickening too. Like, how could you torture, or how could you allow your mom to torture this little kid? Like, how do you do that? And then be okay with it. All right, y'all. So we have made it to 358 subscribers. 358 friends. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I do want to pull up this one. I know we talked about it the other day. This is the girl that I cannot believe. As long as they're happy and safe. Yes, I wish I could have kids. I can't. But I have lots of nieces and nephews. I have good family. I have my Mr. Midnight as my cat. I have Scooby Doo, which is my blue tick hound, and Pit Bull, and I do believe he's got a German Shepherd in him. I want to do Ancestors DNA, but it's so expensive. But they have one for your animal, so you can get, like, if you don't know your full dog's breed, they have DNA. You can get it done. But this is one of the things I covered. I'm gonna play this one for you guys so you guys can see.
A baby girl died after being left home alone for days while her mother went on vacation. This is a story we've been following since last summer. Now, the mother pleading guilty in
Last summer.
Now on just one station, Brittany Weir sat down with her defense attorney, who is blaming mental illness as a key factor in this deadly outbreak.
Oh, bullshit. If she could go to Puerto Rico.
Left her 16-month-old daughter home alone for days while she traveled to Detroit and Puerto Rico. When first responders arrived at the home,
This bitch makes me so mad, you guys. I'm so mad.
Now, Candelario's defense attorney is speaking out, saying she suffered from mental illness.
Unfortunately, there is a mental health issue to this case.
I don't see it.
2023, one-year-old Jaylene Candelario was left alone for 2 weeks while her mother traveled for vacation. Cuyahoga County prosecutor says Jaylene was found dead in a playpen on a liner soiled
Trigger
with
warning.
urine and feces.
I mean, just by reading the headline, you can tell that, this is probably something deeper going on.
Eric Smith, the defense attorney for Candelario, says this was the first time that she was left alone to take care of Jaylene.
Unfortunately, it played a heavy role on her mentally.
Candelario pleaded guilty to aggravated murder and endangering a child. Smith says Candelario suffered from depression.
Unfortunately, it's not even easy diagnosis. It's not something that can be easily recognized.
You've got to be kidding me.
Smith says normally Candelario's parents would help her watch her children, but they were away in Ecuador with Candelario's oldest daughter.
Oh my God.
To get away.
It's extremely selfish, just negligent.
You've got to be kidding me.
At the time, she would have had a better understanding.
Candelario's sentencing is scheduled for March 18th. In Lakewood, Brittany Weir, 19 News.
Now, the minimum sentence we're talking here could face sentencing is her life in prison with her first chance of parole at 20 years.
Fuck no. You don't give her no parole. Why? I know. Why Spitfire? Why is it?
First on Fox, a tragic story has been.
Why is it that they do these crimes and then they go straight for that? Like, this is nuts. It made me so mad when I heard that yesterday. How they said that. Well, this was 2 days ago, but I've watched a few of them because I did this case. I have all the notes. I have everything that the baby suffered through. I have I mean, the baby had to endure something I can't even fucking imagine how these people can do this stuff. I don't. I wish I had a clue of why people think that it's okay to hurt your own baby. I just don't get it. I just don't. It's like there's so many people out here, and I didn't know she had another daughter. I didn't know that. I had no idea she had another kid.
A Cleveland woman has been charged with murder after leaving her 16-month-old daughter alone for 8 days. Police say 30.
This is the other one that happened. This is the one that she pled guilty at.
Before remodeling our bathroom.
Come on. Don't start now.
My mom's outdated bathroom needed to be replaced.
Crystal Candelario, the 32-year-old Cleveland
She
mom,
makes me sick. Look at her.
After allegedly leaving the 16-month-old girl home alone to go on vacation, has pleaded guilty to aggravated murder. Candelario left her daughter
Jesus.
for 10 days.
First it was 8, now it's 10. What is it, guys?
When she returned from her vacation, Candelario found her daughter, Jalen, unresponsive and called police. The Cleveland Division of Police and the Cleveland Division of Fire responded and pronounced that baby dead at the home. Candelario will be sentenced on March 18th in Cuyahoga County Common Police Court.
This is 2.5 hours away from me. And this happens everywhere. This is in Ohio. So if it can happen in Ohio, this shit's happening everywhere. Aww. Look at this. That was cute. So she's going to be sentenced March 18th. So she could possibly get out after 20 years. I hope to God not. I hope not. Oh, look at the baby. This is baby Jalen, guys. Another one lost to their mother. So you got Chad. I could make a list, and it probably would go on. It's sad, and I used to love watching Oh, what is his name? Why did I just have a blank fart? You know the guy. What is his name? Why did I forget his name? He did Unsolved Mystery Guy. Oh my god, and how he lost his little boy Adam. It's sad, like so many kids. And he just he started pretty much when he did Unsolved Mysteries. I think that's who it is. Brian Walsh. Brian Walsh. I'm pretty sure. I loved watching him, and it's like all these true crimes that's happening to these kids. So I just don't understand how anybody. And how does she go from long ass hair? How does she get to have a hair like she had long hair and now it's cut? It looks like it was cut. Those are the ones that literally hurt my heart when the person that brought you into this world is the reason that you are. Yeah, why is it that? Yeah, that's not literally. People should not be taking that term and doing it literally. It's like my mom used to say it to me all the time. I brought you into this world. I could take you out of it. I'm like, okay, mom. And but then you really have these parents that are really fucking doing that. It's like, how could you do that? And then here's another one.
Tonight,
This one's really sad. Trigger warning. Trigger warning.
After 2 infants were found dead. Here's what we know right now about this story. Police were called to investigate around 7:30 on Saturday.
This is in Cleveland.
When they got to Ludlow Road, they found 2 babies in a trash can. Both had passed away.
They were
Cleveland
twins.
Police Homicide Unit is now
Twin
investigating.
babies.
And tonight, Cleveland police are releasing brand new information in the case.
You guys
Neil
have
Fisher joins us live now from Cleveland's East Side.
East
Neil,
Side.
Tonight, the mother of 2 babies found dead inside a trash can on Cleveland's east side has been arrested. Cleveland
Thank
police told
God.
3 News the teenager had given birth to the children just days before
Now
they were
she's a
found on Ludlow
juvenile,
Road.
so
It's sad, because I got kids and I'm a mother.
Neighbor Nicole Shepton told 3 News she heard crying just hours before Cleveland police arrived.
And it was like muffled, but it didn't dawn on us. We thought it was in the house, like a baby that was hungry or something. And I'm like, Dad, she better feed that baby. But it didn't dawn on me. Like, it still didn't dawn on me because they were in the garbage can. So that's probably why they sounded muffled.
Police are investigating the children's death, says homicide. Cleveland Police's homicide unit investigates all cases of child fatalities. Now they will present the facts of the case to the Cuyahoga County Juvenile Prosecutor's Office. The Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's Office
that
identified the
irks
babies
me.
as Baby Baker A and Baby Baker B. We've reached out to the medical examiner for more information, but they declined to
Oh,
comment.
that irks me,
Police told
guys.
3 News the 16-year-old was brought to a local hospital for medical treatment. Meanwhile, neighbors adamant they would have helped.
Well, I wish she would have just set him on my porch. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we don't know.
I like this lady. I like this.
We don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? We can't just assume that she just dumped him because she didn't want him.
But why else?
Information tonight, according to police,
Why
the mother
else?
of the teenager found the babies in the garbage. She called police. She was unaware that her teenage daughter was pregnant.
I
The
don't
16-year-old
believe that.
told her mother that she had
Come
the babies
on.
in the garbage, and we
I
do
don't believe
remind
that.
you tonight.
Nope.
Ohio does have safe havens
Exactly.
in the state, including this fire station behind me. You can also bring a newborn baby to a medical professional at a hospital as well as a law enforcement officer. No questions asked. You do not need to provide further information. Laura.
I'll take it, Neil. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And as Neil just told us, there are safeguards in place to make sure parents who are overwhelmed do not panic or cause harm to their children. They're called safe haven laws. In Ohio, parents 30 days within a child's birth to voluntarily give their child to a healthcare worker.
Come on, hurry. Come
The
on.
child in a file with the fire department or any law enforcement agency.
Damn cat. Okay, so I was wondering now, since she's a juvenile, don't mind me, I'm doing my makeup. It's a little rough. Some cases are harder, so hard for me to understand why with the evidence. Yeah, there was so much evidence with the Harmony Montgomery case that he did things to her in a sewage, or he tried to put her in I can't even say it, but the jury had to see all that, and I'm just, oh God, this looks scary. Oh boy, I gotta fix that. I have Q-tips. I just can't get to them. Hey! Get in here! My cat is on my fucking roof. Midnight! Back that boy up. Yeah. I'm not kidding you guys. This fucking cat. And this door will not stay closed. And I got one eyebrow that looks chaotic crazy right now. Somebody's gonna clip this and then torture me with it. I guarantee it. My question is though, so since she's a juvenile, is it going to be, this happened 9 months ago, so why wasn't this on the news? Why? I mean, I know you girls are probably not from Ohio, but it's just crazy that this happened 2.5 hours away from me. I had no idea that this was two babies. Now I do know about the other four kids that were out of Ohio in Cleveland. Matter of fact, no wait. There is baby Winter Smith. Winter. Her name was. I think her middle name was Cole. She was the little 2 year old. Excuse me, the little 2 year old who was um in Michigan. She was 2 years old. The boyfriend stole her from the mom, wrecked the car. Sorry. Sorry. Um, I lost my train of thought. Winter Cole Smith. She was out of Michigan. I have 3 cases out of Cleveland, Ohio that's had babies. And I think these parents literally think they take that statement, I brought you in this world, I can take you out of it. It's like they literally believe in that. And then you got them hurting all these children, and there's just too many of them. I can barely keep up with it, you guys. And I remember reaching out to Cleveland and Michigan, and I think I still have the email, and their email response was to me that they didn't want media or YouTubers to know or to make a muck out of the case. Um, so I wasn't able to get like nothing. They wouldn't give me anything, and I had told him, I had a small channel. My channel wasn't that big. I wanted to bring light to this case because the boyfriend, Rashid, I think his name was, took the baby. And I know so many cases don't make it to the news. It's sad. It's sad why. It's like, why don't they make it to the news? It's like they don't have, to me, when they don't make it to the news, I feel like they don't have a light. They're not shined. They're not, it's just sad. I just seen an article. I just seen a notification about a church. It's like, oh my God. It's like you can't trust. So many parents cannot trust daycares. I screwed this one all up. This one looks good. This one I got all jacked up. But it's just like, why? All these parents do that. So if okay, so if Chad's confession is out, okay, do we still have a strong case? We the people, can we still, because we do have the witnesses, right? So does it matter if we have his confession? Anybody know? I went to criminal justice, but I don't remember. I did criminal justice. I just don't remember if there was anything. If the state has to be worried because save his as so if his confession is out, what do we got then? What can we have? What does What, dude? You was just out. Come on. Oh, he ate. Now he wants to go back to the window. That's just great. One of those cases I think have to wait till everything is being looked up is completed. Yeah, I was really bummed when I didn't get the information on Winter Cole because she was fresh out of she was out of Michigan, and I've never seen a case like that before, so close. And then when Cleveland, there's three moms. There's one with we got the teen. We'll probably never find out what happened with the teen because she's a juvenile, right? So that probably went to unless they tried her as an adult, but then they never talked about it. So they never talked about it. That's the only article. Let me make sure. That's the only article I've seen with the juvenile one. But this one says she pled guilty. I think this one shows up that she pled guilty, the juvenile teen.
Starting today with new developments on a story that so many of you are talking about.
They showed the house.
It is a difficult story to hear. The
Wow.
16-year-old accused of putting two newborn babies in a trash can.
I'm not showing you guys. You guys want to see that or no? They show the house. They show the trash cans. I don't want to show that.
County juvenile courtroom this morning.
Police found the babies Saturday night. By the time they arrived on the scene, both were dead.
What, boy?
Following the story, Neil, what charges does the teenager face? Good afternoon. She faces 7 charges, and that was
7 charges
this morning, including involuntary manslaughter, endangering children, tampering with evidence, and gross abuse of a corpse. The original complaint filed here in Cuyahoga County accused the 16-year-old of purposefully causing the death of a child, resulting in a murder charge. However, we received new information from the prosecutor's office that they have changed the 2 murder charges to
I can't. Mommy's got makeup on.
Charges. I'm told Cuyahoga County Prosecutor Michael O'Malley found those charges more appropriate after further investigation. The 16-year-old has also been charged with 2 counts of endangering children.
What, baby? I gotta put this on my face.
And creating a health risk for both babies. The 5th charge is tampering with evidence. And the last 2 are gross abuse of a human corpse for allegedly treating a human corpse, quote, in a way that would outrage reasonable.
Oh, you got stuff in your eye. Let me get it.
We're not naming the teen because she is a minor and has not been charged as an adult. The prosecutor's
office there goes our answer.
These appear to be twins, and the mother gave birth to them 7.5 months into pregnancy. I briefly spoke with the teenager's mother today and asked if she wanted to comment. She declined to answer any questions. Coming up at 5, we'll discuss the police report in which the mother tells police what exactly happened. Just a terrible story all the way around. Neil Fisher, thanks.
Well, thanks for taking my show. Sorry, guys. So
tonight's big story: a newborn baby was found abandoned in Mesa, left on a woman's doorstep.
Oh my
Good
God!
evening, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Karina Devine.
Lamar Curtis, the shocking discovery happened near McKellips and Record today. The woman says she found the child a few minutes after someone rang her doorbell.
Now, fortunately, the baby is okay, but as Team 12's Adriana Loya explained,
I'm really worried about your eyes, dude. I can't have no more stress, dude. No more stress on mom.
Outside of the home in the middle of the day, when temperatures were well over 100 degrees.
Oh my God! Somebody shoot that person.
Away from this fire station, which is a designated safe haven for babies to be surrendered.
It's just unimaginable, unthinkable.
Less than 24 hours into this world, and this little one wrapped in a baby blue blanket, already surpassing the odds.
Luckily, it
Hold on, you guys.
For
Let's
babies
show you
to be
this.
surrendered.
It's just unimaginable, unthinkable.
Less than 24 hours into this world, and this little one wrapped in a baby blue blanket, already surpassing the odds.
Luckily,
this time.
The newborn was found abandoned in a home in Mesa, near Rucker and McKellips Roads.
Happened to open the door, and the baby was right in front of the door on the ground.
Friday, around 11:30 a.m., a woman finding the baby on her doorstep after someone rang her doorbell.
She saw somebody pull in to the parking spot behind me.
Well, thank God.
Feet. She identified as woman's feet. The police apparently think that must have been the person that dropped the baby off.
This was a year ago, and this is what I'm saying. Like,
He was taken to a hospital for observation, luckily alive and well. But
oh my God, the baby survived and everything. I just cannot believe that. It's okay, we have cats. Oh, it's the midnight show. Yeah, it's the midnight show. Little stinker. I just can't believe this. So maybe we need more YouTubers than we need mainstream media. You guys remember ever hearing this article? Because I don't ever remember hearing about a baby
was not the
abandoned.
case a week ago when a newborn's remains were found near 33rd Avenue and Pearson Street. And then on March 28th, another baby was found dead in a restaurant bathroom near 35th Avenue and Indian School Road.
By the time that somebody finds them, especially in this heat, it's pretty rare. So we got super lucky today.
Darian Gibson is
my
a Glendale
God.
firefighter. He volunteers for Save Baby Haven, an organization that helps people in similar situations.
You reach out to us, and we can guide you through the whole process. Like the last thing that we will offer is the safe haven, because we want to make sure that you can be a parent. And if you don't think you can we get you into foster care or adoption agencies? And then if it is a last ditch thing where you need to go and you need to give your baby to us, it's like,
Since 2001, the agency safely taken in through the office.
55 babies they took in
the
there?
baby's alive, but we still have a lot more education to do.
Wow.
Now, police say the newborn has no relation to the woman who found him, but the department hopes that if you have any information, you give them a call. In Mesa, Adriana Loya, 12 News. All right.
I cannot believe that. See? We don't know about this, so that's why I'm here, you guys. I'm here to bring you awful things like this. I didn't want it to be this awful. Jesus, I'm always going to talk about the Chad guy, and if they throw his thing out, I'm going to be so mad because we need that we need his we need his confession. You've got to be kidding me. You're not gonna. Here's another one. You haven't heard that story either? I know, me neither. Okay, trigger warning. I don't know. How cute. Okay, so I think we should just start shooting all the bad people. Can we have some kind of law that protects? Like, can we be like peace officers and just go around making peace? Like, what happened to? What happened to admitting you needed help? Like, mom's needing help. My mom was a single mom, and she didn't hurt me and my brother. My dad might have spanked us a little too hard, but my mama, she never. My mama's thing was, "You're gonna be in trouble." That's what she would say to me and my brother when we were doing bad shit. "You're gonna be in trouble." Gosh, I remember hearing that. "You're gonna be in trouble." And now my dad, he would spank us, but I never heard that. I've never heard of parents beating the crap out of damn kids. Warning: this contains distressing images and graphic.
Star was loved and cherished by her aunt
Oh my God.
and by her great grandparents. She was just a lovely little smiley baby. Come here. She was adored too by her regular babysitter Holly
She loved playing or dancing. If she ever liked toys or playing with like toys, she'd much rather like play hide and seek. Star, do you love your mum?
But Star's playful nature seems to have abandoned her in this clip with Mother Frankie Smith. Smith admitted in court she'd been a cruel mum. But the jury decided it was Smith's lover, Savannah Brockhill, on the right, who beat Star to death in September 2020, while Smith was found guilty of causing or allowing the death of her daughter.
That's fucking right, dropping.
Footage of Star with her killer, Brockhill, is unnerving. Unlike with her aunt,
No wonder why we don't hear about this, because it's in a different
Star
country,
doesn't kiss
which
back,
the U.S. should not have to.
or allowing the death of her daughter.
Wait, it was the best. Hold on.
Have abandoned her in this clip with Mother Frankie Smith. Smith admitted in court she'd been a cruel mum. But the jury decided it was Smith's lover, Savannah Brockhill, on the right, who beat Star to death in September 2020, while Smith was found guilty of causing or allowing the death of her daughter.
Look how cute she was.
Is unnerving. Unlike with her aunt, Star doesn't kiss back. Brockhill's apparent affection is mixed with insults.
Pretty girl. You were spoiled, pretty girl. Round and round again.
Star's great-grandparents, who looked after her for 11 weeks earlier in the year, had become increasingly worried.
Everywhere. Serious girl, huh? Well, we were hearing things like she were being slam choked. Now, we didn't know what that was. It's something to do with you grab her around the neck and throw them onto bed or something. It's something you do if you were karate or something like that, but it's not sort of the thing you'd associate with a 10-month, 11-month-old baby.
On Facebook, David posted a picture of what Star looked like.
June 2020,
alongside a
2
picture
years ago. So why wasn't this in the headline
What's going
news?
on, Frankie? He asked.
Well, that says,
Why couldn't we see that court case? Why wasn't that at a trial?
it's about covered in bruises, so we can
Why
see
is shit hidden? Why are we fighting this shit on YouTube? Why isn't this in real live news? I don't understand that.
Okay. And she's covered in bruises. She says, all kids get bruises. Yeah, but I said it's like, she didn't have any bruises when she was with us.
Numerous family and friends made referrals to social services about Brockhill and Smith's treatment of Star, including David and his partner, Anita. But the women told caseworkers the complaints were malicious, the bruises accidental. Authorities closed the case without telling
Pretty
David
too. The mom was very pretty. So we got crazy fucking lunatics. That's for sure.
Do you see that as a failing?
I have no idea what I'm wearing or what shirt I'm wearing, so I guess I better just stick with, I don't have a nude palette. Alright.
Baby P was 17 months old when he died after suffering more than 50 injuries. Star was a month younger when she was killed.
See, I like all these bright color palettes, and
when Star was beaten and left with catastrophic abdominal injuries. But
I don't think there's any nude ones in this.
How to bring a baby out of shock.
Oh my god.
999 conversation.
She started to be sick. So when you're on the floor, yeah, with my CPR, it would start to run about. She started to lose.
Oh, I do got a nude palette.
When paramedics arrived, it was too late. A post-mortem found the toddler had other injuries, including a fractured skull and leg. Those who'd seen Star had flagged them themselves, including Frankie's friend and babysitter, Holly.
It was heartbreaking the last time I saw her. It was horrible.
Describe how she was.
Just distant. She was very clingy.
Is this in Australia?
A good clinger.
I wonder if my friends from Australia would know this case.
And just, yeah, it wasn't.
You too, honey. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you. You made my day, though. You did. I'm sorry I had to cover this horrible stuff, though, but thank you for stopping by. I just never heard of some of these cases.
Stacked up. Another Brockhill was contracted to provide out-of-hours
like, why is this stuff not talked about? This is
Doncaster. Sometimes she
these court cases should be tried so we, the people, can see it. The media.
To work on an industrial estate. And when police discovered that's what Brockhill had done, they did a CCTV trawl and discovered footage of her beating Star 21 times.
The day before Star's death, CCTV showed her mother dragging her.
Holy shit! They put cameras up. Most stories get a minute and then broadcast and then they move on. I know, but it's so sad, Spitfire. It is. Possibly. I wonder if I don't know if you guys know her. You probably know Maria G. I don't know. Maybe I could ask my friend Jocelyn if she knows about this, because she lives in Australia. It sounds like they have an Australia accent. Maybe Russia.
Trying to walk, but when Smith suggested taking her to hospital, Brockhill said Star was just having a tantrum. We now know she had a fractured leg.
Oh my God.
After the recent killing of 6-year-old Arthur Labinjo Hughes, tortured by his father and stepmother, Star's case raises more questions about the protection of children.
Smile and laugh. I'll never forget that. It was such a unique laugh.
It's doubly shocking is that Star had loving extended family. Multiple alerts flagged the dangers. But somehow that didn't lead to the action that could have saved her. Jason Farrell, Sky News.
Okay, so where the hell is Sky News at? Australia? I'm pretty sure, isn't it? Police grandmother found Cleveland infants dead in trash. Arrest have been made. I think I might have covered that one. I know I've covered a lot of babies from Cleveland. Apparently, there's more than we know about, you guys. There's more than we know about. And it is crazy. I got the worst headache again.
Tragic story
I hate going over this stuff sometimes. I don't know why I put myself through it. But people need to know about this stuff because you guys, nobody knows about where. I mean, we always see different, just like how you said, Spitfire, we always see certain shit and certain cases and certain things only get to see the light. And it's just, I'm going with something simple because I just going to work, so I can't believe this. I had no idea that these other cases existed out here.
Thank you so much.
Drives me up the bunkers.
And I'm Nicole Brzezinski in for Tiffany Tucker tonight. The awful discovery made on Saturday, and there's still some mystery.
This was 9 months ago.
It's very disturbing to say the least. Star Harry Boomer is live with the very latest. What can you tell us, Harry?
Well, guys, I'm standing outside the 4th District Police Station. The picture as to what happened and when, well, that is still becoming more clear as we get more details. We also have community action.
This will be the last one we do. I'll have to come live tomorrow. Maybe. I have some paperwork I got to fill out and do.
Responses from people hearing about the gruesome discovery in Cleveland. According to a newly released police report, the infant's grandmother called 911 after discovering them dead in the garbage. This in the Buckeye Shaker Square neighborhood. She found them around 7:20 p.m. on Saturday on Ludlow Road near South Moreland Boulevard and Drexmore Road. A preliminary investigation says the mother of the babies is a 16-year-old and that she gave birth a few days earlier. It has not been released as to whether the babies were stillborn or if they had been injured or not.
Talk to somebody when you're down, feeling down. Postpartum is real.
Postpartum is real, and I'll never get to feel that. It sucks, but
According to police, investigators have made an arrest in the case and will be presenting it to the Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office.
Cuyahoga.
You would think there would be some type
Cuyahoga.
of parental
Cuyahoga.
family
Cuyahoga.
support that would not lead to something like this. But I hope it was a miscarriage or a stillbirth or something where the children were not living. An autopsy has to be completed before we know exactly how the two infants died, whether stillborn or not, or just an overwhelmed 16-year-old girl making a series of bad decisions. Outside the 4th District Police Station, I'm Harry Boomer, 19 News.
That is sad. I'm so pissed. I'm so mad that I didn't know about that one. You're fine. You're bringing awareness. Thank you. I'm trying. I hate doing all the horrible stuff, but I mean, I know all the other YouTubers, they're all out there doing this. Has been on a tilt all this time. I'm so sorry. You guys are probably like seasick. It's just it's mind-boggling how the media only portrays what thinks it's going to get them clicks and the news bigger. I honestly, truly believe that they only show certain cases that are going to bring. I honestly now, I believe it. I absolutely believe it because some of these, and of course, the little kid, this nail is so weak. I feel it every time that's my bad thing. But yeah, I totally, definitely feel like that juvenile was 16 when she did it. She wasn't tried as an adult. We should have been able to see her and her have to live through. Oh, and all the makeup that I used today, just to let you girls know, is from Nude by Nature. Okay, I love this brand, Nude by Nature. I have a really, really good friend. When I used to do makeup videos and sell makeup back in the day, I met a girl named Jocelyn, and she's from Australia. And I was like, I've always wondered what Australian makeup felt like, because it's just so high classy. And she just sends me packages. She sent my mom one too once, and I was like, my mom was like, tell her never to do that again. And I'm just like, because my mom's not used to get receipt. We're not really used to that stuff. But my mom was like, she didn't have to. It was such a nice thing, but I want to send her something, and the stamps that she always uses is so cool. So Nude by Nature is a brand from Australia, but it's just so much. I feel like it's just you can't even tell you're wearing makeup for one, and for two, it goes on so nice and smooth. Yes, yes. I love this Nude by Nature. And it's like I said, it's from Australia. It's all vegan and animal cruelty. I mean, I have the primer. I always love the boxes. They have good packaging. This one is like more of a rose goldish theme that they had came out with. So I like the rose gold edition of the stuff. Um, she sent me the foundation stick. I have the um, Nude by Nature. I used to have the box for that. This is Nude by Nature. I have the concealer, but it's little. I'm not really good with bronzing and contouring, but I have it. I used to do all of it. Look, I do have. Oh shit! I have old makeup. This is brand new, but before she had sent me all the packages, and I would rather use Australia over US. This was from Walmart. Maybelline, I kind of like, but I'd rather use. This stuff is so much. Maybelline products are good. I do like Maybelline's mascara, but other than that, my whole entire drawer of makeup right now and primer is Nude by Nature. There is another brand that she used to send me from Australia. It was called Kind. I want to say it was called Kind. That's a good brand from Australia. And then I highly recommend this. This is a lifesaver. This is from Australia as well. This is the complete skincare set. I'm not kidding you. The wash is in my shower. I use this on. I had a troll the other day say I was old. I just kind of like my friend Joey kicked him out real quick, but um, this is how I try to stay young. Is I try to use this stuff, but um, the routines of being strictly on a freaking routine every damn day, that's hard. So very hard. But I try to do my skincare at nighttime, but um thanks y'all for coming and checking me out on StreamYards. I'm not used to StreamYards, but it's so cool. I finally can definitely let me look at that. Okay, so how do they do it? Hmm. I was trying to figure out I know I can do it in YouTube. In YouTube if you don't mind. I was trying to make you a mod. I was trying to make you and K-Braz a mod because I don't think I have any over here and I trust you girls. I don't think you guys are gonna troll me and be mean and you know. So, but I don't know how to do it on here. I'm so used to YouTube and StreamYard. Um, I don't know how to do it. So I'm gonna try to do it on YouTube because I trust you girls and I think that you guys are sweet and you've been here this whole time. If yesterday I was like, had anybody come. So thank y'all. I'm gonna head out in this cold. I guess I don't know how cold it is, but at least I got my glasses. They can transition. That's pretty cool. If you guys ever have transition glasses, it's a pain in the ass though when you go into outdoor. Yeah, it takes me a minute to readjust, but I like the cat eye design. The baby fat. I've never had anything so expensive like this. And they really weren't expensive. With my health insurance that I got, I was able to get 2 pairs. So you see me change them out. But these are baby fat. These are called the cat eye. Aren't they kind of cool though? I do like these ones better. And the transition's a lot darker. My pink ones are not very, it's very light. But so all right. Oh, I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna head to work. Bye, y'all.